Good Monday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And welcome to KEPR Quick, your latest local news and weather commercial free in about 20 minutes or less. We're going to jump right over to weather because, Jefferson, a little bit of a change to start our work week. We were pretty spoiled over the weekend with the lovely skies, great temperatures, really not a whole lot to write home about, but shifting gears as we start the work week.
Yeah, beautiful sunshine this weekend. We're going to stay dry today, but we're not going to be looking at the sunny skies. In fact, today, skies are going to be mostly cloudy around the forecast area, but we are going to stay calm on this Monday. Certainly no active weather around the forecast area, but again, that change is going to be in the form of clouds as opposed to sunshine. Now, speaking of sunshine, Veterans Day Tuesday is trending in a more sunny direction, and I think a lot of folks would say that is good news because of course, there are so many Veterans Day events that will be taking place tomorrow, so it's good that we are going to have that sunshine on Tuesday. By the time we get to Thursday, though, really through the coming weekend, active weather is going to make a grand resurgence to Eastern Washington and Northeast Oregon. We'll talk more about all three of these weather headlines in more depth coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in Umatilla County. Tribal police in Oregon are still searching for a 71-year-old man who's been missing for over a month now. Wesley Dixon Jones was last seen wearing a black and red jacket, black shirt, and sweatpants, along with boots on October 5th at around 3:15 p.m. near East Short Mile Road in a gray Ford Escape. Now, it has an Oregon plate of SM 15454. That vehicle was later seen on that same road without Jones in it. Investigators say they searched again over the weekend for Jones using a cadaver dog on foot, ATVs, and an AI sonar device along the Umatilla River and did not find any signs of him. They're asking again for anyone with road-facing cameras between Short Mile Road and Bingham Road to check their footage for any signs of Jones or his car. In Franklin County, deputies are asking farmers to check their fields after finding freshly cut wire during a traffic stop over the weekend. Take a look at this. At around 3:30 a.m. on Saturday, deputies say they pulled over a vehicle on 4th Avenue and spotted about 30 feet of frosted wire and cutting tools inside. Footprints on the hood matched both occupants, suggesting they stood on the car to reach the wire. The driver was arrested on multiple charges, including false statements and a warrant for possession of stolen property. Deputies are still working to find where the wire came from and ask anyone with information to contact non-emergency dispatch. Meanwhile, the Benton County Sheriff's Office says a stolen dirt bike is back with its owner after quick teamwork from deputies and K9 RIF. A proactive detective spotted the Honda CRF 450 Friday near East 2nd Avenue and South Date Street. The rider took off at a high rate of speed through neighborhoods and into Findlay, ditching the bike to escape. K9 RIF tracked the suspect's trail to the abandoned dirt bike where deputies found his clothes and a backpack nearby. A juvenile matching the description was arrested and booked on multiple charges. A Stage 1 burn ban is now in effect across Yakima County. The ban, which went into effect Saturday, restricts the use of non-certified wood stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor burning due to forecasted poor air quality. Officials say the smoky conditions are expected to last through the early part of this week. The Yakima Regional Clean Air Agency is reminding folks that anyone caught violating the burn ban could face civil penalties. And Benton County has a new online tax tool that allows you to analyze changes in property taxes over time.
On our property search website, when you go to look up your property or your neighbor's property or whatever you're interested in, just scroll down. There's all kinds of information on there already, but you'll see under the taxes and levies there'll be that tax transparency. And if your property is up for one of those bonds or elections, then you'll be able to see it there. If your property's not, it won't be there.
Now, to access the tool, visit Benton County's website and click on the link on their homepage. You have the option to search a specific address or navigate to a map. We decided to assess the value of the Benton County campus in Kennewick. That includes the tax value, the size of the land plot, and more. One of the most useful tools is the median residential sales price chart. Since no new levies have been proposed on the property, the tax transparency tab was not available. But would be during an election with a proposed bond. If you'd like to learn more about the tool, you can head over to our website, KEPRtv.com. And switching gears this morning, a small private plane had to make an unanticipated landing Friday in the Yakima River after an issue with the landing gear. If you're take a look at this photo of the plane, which the pilot says is thankfully designed to land on both land and on the water. Prosser Police, though, initially responded to make sure everything was okay and everyone was safe. The pilot said he planned to take off from the water once everything was sorted out. The ongoing government shutdown continues to cause problems at airports across the country as flight delays and cancellations continue. Many air traffic controllers and TSA workers who are not getting paid right now are not showing up for work, causing headaches at airports across the country. Here in the Tri-Cities, we have 2 cancellations so far, one an arrival from Seattle, the other a departure to Seattle. Although there's no way to know at this hour exactly what caused these cancellations, Seattle is one of the 40 major airports across the country where the flight schedule has been reduced in order to deal with staffing issues during the shutdown. Until the shutdown is resolved, it's best to check on your flight before heading to the airport. And an 8-month construction project at one of the runways over at the Tri-Cities Airport is wrapping up. The project started in March of this year. A portion of the runway was moved from one end to the other, bringing the airport into compliance with updated FAA codes. During construction, air traffic had to use a separate runway, which meant more noise for people in nearby neighborhoods, but that should soon come to an end. Meanwhile, in Zillah, Stewart Park has already seen big improvements this year, from a new playground to a splash pad for families. And now there's a new addition bringing even more color to the community. KIMA's John Franklin shows us the latest piece transforming the city civic center.
This was an absolute surprise for everybody.
Every brushstroke is a tribute to the community.
Zillah residents can see the new mural in town in 3,
2, 1.
The mural watches over Stewart Park, giving people the opportunity to see elements of Zillah from Mount Adams above to the vineyards below.
The mural represents Zillah. You know, everything that's in each letter represents, history here in Zillah.
The Z was the most important because you have to start with how the community began, and that was with the establishment of the irrigation canals and the railroad coming here.
The new mural is on the same wall as one that was painted 15 years ago, and it even pays homage to that work of art with the smaller version featured in the A.
Yeah, it needed to be updated, so it's great that they appreciated what was there before. I guess in a way it allowed for another mural to come once it needed to be updated.
Of course, in this mural, there's the big things you're supposed to see, like the word Zillah or Mount Adams, but there's also some smaller things that you can find as well, such as a hiker, an elk, and even Bigfoot, but you're going to have to find him yourself.
I started to put a couple little things, like I started with the elk, and then I started to put little things together. I'm like, okay, so then I kind of balance stuff up, so it becomes more of a hunt.
I like the mountain climber climbing the top of Mount Adams.
Favorite icon has to be Bigfoot.
From the railroads to the teapot, the mural shows the history of Zillah to all of its visitors who happen to stop by and take a look.
The local artist decided to help really explain our roots through this mural behind us, and it shows our agricultural roots and the things that have gone on in Zillah and made Zillah the town that we live in.
For Action News, I'm John Franklin.
KIMA's John Franklin, thank you. The Pasco School District is continuing its mission to hire more bus drivers with its second hiring event in the past 2 months. The event took place Saturday morning at the Richard L. Lenhart Transportation Center and offered prospective drivers the opportunity to meet staffers at the bus depot, seek help in filling out forms, and learn about the expectations that come with being a school bus driver.
What's important is that you have a passion for kids and you have some student management skills in your head. You are transporting children. They could be the first friendly voice. Yours could be the first friendly voice they hear in the morning and the last friendly voice they hear at night. And so if you've thought about working with kids and you like the idea and the pay is pretty good, come and talk to us, put in your application or call me.
Now, if you were unable to attend the event, the next hiring event will take place at the start of the new year. You can visit KEPRtv.com to access online hiring resources. Check this out, everybody. The annual high school state cross-country championships were this weekend in Pasco. The 38th annual event brought more than 3,000 student athletes from over 168 schools to race. These teams qualified through district races, and now they've competed for those state championships. The teams had a chance to check out the course and prepare for the race ahead of time, and event organizers say there were a few changes this year.
It's always great to be able to see all the kids compete at their best here this weekend, and it's as the culminating event, they give it their all. And we've got some exciting races this weekend and team races. Looking forward to a couple of individual performances as well. We have a couple of returning champions. We have a young lady in the 3A race that broke the course record last year. She's running exceptional times already this year, so we're excited to see that 3A race as well on the girls' side.
Now, one high school coach and his racer say they were excited and prepared for the weekend.
It's a very challenging race, so I really enjoy finishing.
Well, by the time we get here, all the hard work's been done. So now it's just, getting to know the course, talking a little strategy, where we can make moves, do certain things, and just, mentally prepare.
And sorry about that. It was Centrilla High School, that athlete and coach there. But let's jump right over to weather, Jefferson. It was a gorgeous weekend for athletes. We had some schools that did pretty well. Some individuals did some races as well. Did well as well. I hope some of y'all got those PRs. But let's talk about the weather for today, because we're seeing those maybe some cloudy skies again today, kind of kicking off the work with a little bit of some gray in the sky.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of a change from this weekend. We're not looking at the abundant sunshine, but we are going to be still staying dry and fairly calm. Maybe if you saw that story there and it inspired you to get out and do some running yourself, you should be able to run no problem on a day like today. High temperatures are going to be climbing all the way into the mid-50s for the Tri-Cities today. Anticipate mid-50s today for the Yakima Valley, low to mid-50s today in the Kittitas Valley, with daytime highs a smidge warmer into the upper 50s to low 60s for the Blue Mountain foothills. To Dave's point, not seeing all of that sunshine, more clouds in the sky today for sure. In fact, more clouds than sunshine, but still the weather is going to be staying calm. Now let's talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow is Veterans Day Tuesday. There's going to be more sunshine in the sky for Tuesday, which I believe most folks would say is some good news. High temperatures in Yakima will rise into the low to mid 50s tomorrow, with partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies. And the Tri-Cities also seeing partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies tomorrow, with high temperatures in the low to mid 50s. So if you're going out to any Veterans Day events tomorrow, the weather will not be playing any kind of negative role. Now let's just talk about the next 2 days in general, Tuesday and Wednesday. We've already talked about it in the Tri-Cities and Yakima, partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies, but that will be true around the region as those daytime highs reach the low to mid 50s. On Wednesday, there is going to be more clouds in the sky with a slim chance of showers as high temperatures stay in the low to mid 50s. But again, Wednesday still not looking like a terrible weather day, all things considered. Let's look at the Storm Tracker Futurecast, and let's first focus on this evening. There's going to be a decaying storm system working through eastern Washington for this evening. This may bring a slight chance of showers to Adams County, but in general, also seeing a slight chance of showers, I should say, for the Blue Mountains and adjacent foothills. But in general, we are going to see primarily dry weather conditions. As we do head into Wednesday, there is going to be a slim chance of showers really region-wide. I believe the Futurecast is going a bit too bullish with the shower activity, but again, a slight chance of showers region-wide will exist. And then as we go into Thursday, though, that is when we are going to be looking at a much better opportunity for maybe some widespread precipitation. And I would like to note that we are even going to be looking at some shower opportunities as we do go into Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So a lot of active weather towards the end of this work week and into the weekend, not so much at the start of the week. We'll continue to track these storm systems as we go through the next several days, but right now I'm going to toss it back over to Dave.
Thanks, Jefferson. On to some good news this morning. A dog living at the Tri-Cities Animal Shelter for a year and a half was set to be euthanized due to biting incidents, but a local rescue has stepped in to give him a second chance. Major Tom was found in April of 2024 tied to a transformer in Kennewick. He had been at the shelter since then and had soon documented bite incidents related to his protective instincts. Shelter managers gave Major Tom 72 hours for rescue by a certified shelter to rehabilitate him. S'more's Dog Rescue of the Tri-Cities has stepped in and is sending him to a training facility to give him another chance at life. Whitman College hosted a weekend of Native American educational events. The events aim to celebrate Native American voices, sovereignty, and traditional foods. Experiences range from an altered dining hall menu to a preview screening of a new PBS documentary called The American Revolution.
We now have annual events all through the year that we're going on our second and third annual. So we start with boarding schools awareness education event. We have Indigenous Peoples Day coyote storytelling. Then we move into November, where we have our annual First Foods Film Festival.
Now, throughout the day on Saturday, there was a First Foods Festival with an additional premiere of the film These Sacred Hills. All of the events were open to the public. The holiday season is already underway in Mighty Tieton, with locals getting a festive preview this weekend as Northwest Cellars hosted its second annual Christmas on the Farm event. KIMA's Aiden Connor got a first-hand look at how Tieton is bringing holiday cheer to the valley.
Christmas on the Farm brought the Tieton community out to celebrate Christmas a little bit early this year.
Oh, it's been so much fun, and we so lucked out on the weather, so that's been awesome. And it's just been so much fun seeing all these little kids running around, seeing Santa and the magic of Christmas. It's been awesome.
Several vendors ranging from food to jewelry were set up at the event, selling some Christmas goodies.
We just really like to be able to bring the community together and experience some of the great things that Tieton has to offer and bring out all the great vendors from the valley.
With Thanksgiving coming up in a little under 3 weeks, the Tieton community is jumping ahead early, courtesy of a local photographer.
Actually, a photographer who uses our farm to take pictures, it was her idea, and she likes to take pictures early so you can get your Christmas cards made. And so we did it last year, was the first year, and having it at the beginning of November is, now that we skip over Thanksgiving, it's, starts the holiday season off early, and I mean, who doesn't love Christmas? I'd like to do it in July.
Some vendors made their return after seeing success in the previous year.
So we were really thankful to have all the vendors that we had last year wanted to come back again this year. And so that really made us feel good that we could invite them back, and they were excited to be here and be a part of the event as well.
The great debate of the appropriate time to celebrate Christmas still looms large, but from the looks of it, some in Tieton are eagerly waiting for the holiday season. Reporting for Action News, I'm Aiden Connor.
KIMA's Aiden Connor, thank you. And over in Yakima, the 9th annual Sip and Stroll event took over downtown Saturday. Aiden Connor also hit the streets there to see how participants were enjoying the festivities and why the event continues to be a local favorite. Aiden?
The 2025 Sip and Stroll offered a one-stop shop for local wineries and breweries in the Yakima Valley.
It's been nice. I've got to taste a lot of the local wines and breweries, and so which I would never come in contact with. So that's been nice.
Some are not pleased that the event only happens once a year.
This is my first time, and I asked my daughter, "Is it more than once a year?" And she goes, "No." And I go, "Oh, that sucks."
Drinks aside, Sip and Stroll also brought many people together from all different parts of the valley.
Gathering of the community. It brings a lot of people together. I've met a lot of people today. It's been a lot of fun.
There's a big cute dog.
I had a chance to speak with that big cute dog, and it may not show, but he was pretty excited.
Even the pups are enjoying the Sip and Stroll this Saturday afternoon in Yakima. I'm here with Huey Lewis. What do you think of the Sip and Stroll, bud? He's loving it.
I was honored to be able to bring Huey Lewis to the news. Several local shops, hotels, and other hubs participated in this year's Sip and Stroll, offering new opportunities for people to walk into shops that they may not have visited before.
I've been in a couple shops that piqued my interest more than theirs.
We went to a hotel down here. When would we ever do that? We live here.
Well, yeah, right? Why would we go to the
cool
Hilton?
in there, but it was cool.
Right.
Sip and Stroll provided the area with an opportunity for people to explore the Yakima Valley and sip some local specials while taking in the downtown atmosphere. Reporting for Action News, I'm Aiden Connor.
A double dose of Aiden Connor for you this morning, but that does it for us. Thank you for watching this episode of Keeper Quick. For more local news and weather, you can head over to our websites. It's keeperandkimatv.com, as well as our Facebook pages. But while you're here, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep up with our latest mini newscasts Monday through Friday. Have a fantastic start to your work week, everybody. Take care.